This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So I'm going to take a look here at natural gas, at crude oil, which is looks like it might have its groove back, and then the big oil ETF XLE. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Well, you can see here it's kind of like a nothing burger going on here today with natty gas. It's not really doing a whole lot. However, we are holding this key level. That's what I've been pointing out here. This 50 SMA here on your weekly chart. That's 2.497. Okay, now again, if that is lost, then we want to do is we want to look at this 2.456. Now, natural gas today so far got down to 2.475, which is just right above it. Okay, but again, if that's lost, that's what you want to look at. And then if that's all gone right here, your 21 day, that's going to be your target, 2.35. Okay, so that is going to be your big target here. Big if, that 50 days lost, that 200 days lost, and then there's your target right there. Now let's take a look here at the old upside. Well, you can see here where we put a lower low in here. And so far today's high, we got up to 2.582. Okay, so realistically here, you're pretty much in line with here, 2.57 right there. 5, there you go. There's your resistant level. Now, next level here, which is going to be big level, is going to be right there, 2.628. Okay, that is going to be very key. Okay, now again, if you can get above that, then we'll come right here to the top of that, 2.70. We have here 2.75, 2.79, 2.85, and then your big retest there at 2.92. Now, I like to show you where it's going to go, but right here, this 8-day is everything. Okay, just like it was here on the way up. Look how many times it held. Very nicely. You had a nice parabolic move. Okay, now what do we have here? Now it's below that 8 days, and now this becomes big time resistance. Okay, so very easy trade here. Okay, so bottom, again, watch that 50 day. If that's lost, we'll come right here to the 200 day. If that's lost, here's your target right there at that 2.35. Okay, your 21 SMA. Very clear. Upside, right? Okay, watch today's high, 2.58. And then right there, 2.62, that is going to be key. Again, if you can get above that, then we have here is your 2.7. Now, again, right here, when we look at the top of this candle right here, 2.65, that's going to become resistance here. Very good also here before we hit that 2.70. Because what we have here, see how it came down and you're holding this all the way across. Yeah, it did pop lower, yeah, but it closed above. See, this is the key right here, that 2.65. However, you got to get above that 2.629 and close above it. If you can, we can retest. Now, again, if you do have a breakout here, well, we had as high as 2.92. This is what we're looking for when you bring the price channel across is a 2.96. Then you can obviously you can work yourself all the way on up here very nicely. However, that 8-day is key. Okay, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour. Okay, here we have an hourly and 4-hour. Now you can see here how nice we just had that nice parabolic move all the way and up here. But then when you hit the 292, look at that candle. See that topping tail candle. Okay, that's really never good. When you see that right there, see that? That is either you, if you're just a long trader, you sell your position. If you're long and short guy like I am, you sell your long and you go short. See, once you get below this 8 SMA, see, this is what happens. Okay, see, I know the 8 SMA here doesn't look like much. That thing is strong as hell. Next level here you go to will be the 21 day, and then you can work yourself right on up here. But right now what we have is a sideways action. However, you do have a series. Okay, we got down here to 2.47. Okay, it was a low. Now we have that series of higher lows here again at 2.49. So we are just going sideways action. Okay, you really need to maintain above that 2.52. Then maybe possibly you could hit to that 2.61 and that 2.62, which lines up very nicely with the 8-day on your daily chart. Now you can see here on the 4-hour chart here, you gap right on up here, and then we just kind of rolled all the way on up here. Now again, you can see just the sideways action here. You're holding that 8 SMA all the way through, and then we have that 21 right above it. Okay, right there, and then 259, and then we're coming right to that 2.62. See how all these 2.62s here are lining up with that 8-day on the daily chart? Very key level here. So we got to see how this is all going to shake up. But when you see a candle like that, that tells you got to sell or short and get out of the old natty gas. Okay, let's take a look here at crude. Okay, here we have crude oil daily and your weekly chart. Now I'm long here from last week here because we put in a bottoming tail. Okay, very, very nice. And what we did is you not only put a bottoming tail here, which brought all the shorts in, and they said, oh, this is going to go lower, maybe even out to that 200 a day. But I've been doing this for more than 2 decades here, and it always tells me that that's the biggest fooler. That once you get above this level right here, okay, see where it came all the way down to 76.43, and then you close up at 76.98. Once you get above that, that tells you that is going to be a nice, good bullish reversal here. And then what do we have today? Look at this, okay? You held the top portion of that of your candle there on Friday, and she just zoomed right up here. Look at it, right through the 8-day, right through the 100-day, right through the 21-day. Now, if you watched my video this morning, that price was stuck right there at the 100-day. But I said if you can get above that, here's going to be your big target right there at that 79.96. Now, it went above this 100-day, which was that 78.96. It went above that 79.01. And now we're above this really nice here, 79.14. And we're above that 50 estimate, which is key at 79.41. Very, very key. Now, if we can stay above that, all that now becomes support. So you just want to start again in just the reverse, okay? So you start there, you revert, okay? Your support now is 79.41. Then you have 79.14. Okay, then we have that 21-day at 79.01, and then we have your Hondo at 78.96, and then here's the big boy right here, that 8-day at 78.51. Now, you can see how this 8-day came all the way down. He was holding that 100-day, broke through, but now it's starting to curl right back up. If we can get that to curl back up over this 100-day and that 21-day, it'll push right through that 200-day and head right towards that 50. This 200-day is going to be very, very strong, as you can see in the past. Boom. See? Boom. Boom. Okay, so this is going to be very, very key here on the upside. 79.96. That's what you want to get above. Okay, now, again, if you can, you got resistance. Watch this 100-day at 80.30. Okay, that's going to be right above that. And then we have that 8-day at 80.56. It's going to be right above this key 79.96. But again, if you can hurdle this and close above that 200-day, you should be able to take out that 100-day and that 8-day very easily. And then what we have upside resistance, well, then we just follow the bottom of the candles, okay? What do you have? 80.70, look at the bottom there. 80.88, we'll look right there. 80.95, we look to the top of this candle. We have 81.57, and then there's your target is 81.73, okay? So very, very nice. However, again, I like to show you where it could possibly go. You have big time resistance with this 200 SMA here because of all this here in the past. See how strong that 200-day is? But again, if you can get above that, then always look here on your weekly, 80.30. Then right there, what do we have here? Your 80.55. Then we have your big target there at 81.53. Now, we had a really nice positive divergence on this. Look at the low here. Look at there, really low. Now we have an even lower here. See that? But we have a higher low here. See that positive positive momentum we got going right on here, okay? So always, always watch this RSI here. It gives you a lot of tips in advance of, so you always look for positive divergence, negative divergence, anything that will get you an edge, okay? So now your MACD here, your green is over your red. If it can hold that, not saying it can, but if it does, then we can send this price higher. But look at here, okay, what happens when that green crosses below that red. Okay, that's the sell signal right there. Okay, boom, sell signal. Now when it crosses above that red, boom, there's your buy signal. Okay, very, very easy. So when that price gets above that 8-day, she's upside. When it gets down to, look at it. Look how it fought it the whole damn way. Look at this. Then until it finally broke out, and then where did it go? Right into the 21-day. Okay, so what we're looking for today is very, very simple. We want to maintain this 50-day. Okay, and that 21-day on a closing basis. This 21-day, this 100-day, and that 8-day on a closing basis. Key. Upside, this is what you want to watch. 79.96. Then right above it here, you have your 80.30, and then we have your 8-day at 80.55. If you close above all of that, 81.73, there's your target. Okay, I'm long. I'm going to see what's going to happen here right at that 200-day simple moving average here on your daily chart. Okay, let's look at the big oil ETF XLE. Okay, here we have XLE. Now, oil's getting off the old schneid, so it's going to pull these oil stocks with it. Okay, so very, very key. Now, this is one of my favorite here because this is a nice basket. It's got Exxon and Chevron and Mobil and, and Conoco and Schlumberger and the whole 9 yards in here. Plus, this pays like a 3.5% dividend. Okay, so always remember that. This is one of my favorite ways to trade all the big oil companies, especially now they're trying to get after the big oil companies. They're trying to do this, trying to do that. Yeah, that all sounds good. You're never going to win that battle. That's just a big nothing burger is all that is. It's all talk for the election year. Okay, that's just simple. Okay, so let's just look and see what we have here. Now, XLE here, when we look at this, we have a red candle and then we have a green and red. So this could be a possible bear flag here. So you got to be very, very a little bit careful here. So let's look at the upside first. So what we want to do is your upside resistance is going to be 92.99. Okay, your 8 simple moving average. And then we have 93.33, and then we have 94.34. Very, very easy. Okay. Very easy. Now, there is a gap that I want you to always pay attention to. So the gap on this here is 93.54, okay? And then your fill is 93.81, okay? 93.54, 93.81 gap and fill, and then you'll hit your 50 SMA there at 94.34. So always watch them gaps and fill because it's like a magnet to a fridge. Eventually, it will get there. However, we got this 8-day and that 21-day way ahead of it. So you know where that's going to go. Downside, obviously, you watch today's low. 91.46. You watch previous day's low here at 91.11, and then we'll watch this candle right here at 91.08. Very, very key. Now, we might just have here also a double bottom situation where we had a low, we had a little bit lower low, but this could be a nice double bottom situation here to take it higher. The key is going to be closing above your 8, your 21-day, your gap, your fill, and then that 50-day. You get above that 50-day, well, then we start rallying up here. You got 94.87 here. You got 95.21, and we can come all the way up here. You got 96.17. We have what do we have there? 96.92. You can take her all the way up to 98.97. So you have a lot of good resistance levels here. But if you can crack above that, then we got good targets here on the upside. Now, on a weekly, always watch that 8 SMA sitting at a flat 94, which would be just below that 50 SMA here. But that's always key. Now, again, it looks like it's rolling, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But watch this pattern right here, because when you have a big pull and then we have a little bit of a movement up here, this could be a possible bear flag. Usually what you really want to see, though, is what kind of throws it off a little bit is you want to see the pull and then you want to see green candles, okay? You don't want to see this red candle. So you really want to see. So we got to see if that's actually going to shake out or what it's going to be. Now, again, once you start closing above this candle, which is 92.86, well, that negates any kind of a pattern like that, okay? So just watch that there on the upside, that 8, the 21-day, the gap, the fill, and the 50. On the downside, realistically, just watch this bottom, this 91.08. If that's lost here, well, we got some really good targets right here. You got a 21 SMA sitting there at 90, 89.96, 89.52. You got 88.29, and then we have 87.66 there on your downside. But right now, it just looks like the old big oil and oil is coming into its own. We got to see how it's all going to shake out. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little crude, a little natty gas there, and a little big oil. I'll be back here after the pit close 2:30, and we're going to go a little bit more in-depth on crude and natural gas, and we'll see how that's all trading for the day. Okay, thanks for watching.